My 31F fiancé, 40M, touched me 3 weeks postpartum without my consent. I, 31F, has been together with my partner, 40M, for 9 years now, and we have a generally good relationship. We have 2 children, 2M, and a 3-week-old baby girl. He is technically my fiancé as he's asked me to marry him 3 years ago, but even when I said yes, I don't see the need for official wedding. He is what society would consider a nice guy. He's a great dad, always there for the kids, works hard, no bad habits, doesn't physically hurt me, does the things I want him to do around the house. A nice guy. There are things that he also lacks of, mainly on the area of being a partner. While he tells me he loves me, I still feel often that he's not mature enough or generally don't pay attention to my needs. He pays attention to me but not my needs, such as he didn't see the need of him taking any time off after the birth of our second child. Setting that personal opinion aside, we've always have this one big problem in our relationship. He basically sexually assaults me all the time while I sleep. He will touch me and have sex with me in my sleep without my consent. In many cases I will explicitly tell him to not touch me, and yet I will wake up with him having sex with me. We have had numerous fights about this. In each time that I confronted him, he begs for forgiveness, very apologetic, stops doing it for few weeks, often months, and then the cycle repeats. Fast forward to today. I am 3 weeks postpartum and I woke up with him inside me. I am very upset and I don't know what should I do. I feel he crossed the line, ignoring not only my personal choice but medical instructions, as I've said that I need to get a go signal from my OB before we can have intercourse. I was even planning to leave the kids with my parents, get a hotel so we can have our alone time after the 6 weeks is over, make it special for the both of us. He was aware of this plan. I don't know what to do. Should I leave him and deal with the stress on top of having a new baby? Or just suck it up for now and forgive him again? What would you do if you were in my situation? I want to leave him. But what about the kids? I would need help. My parents are staying with us to help me out since 2 days ago, and I'm embarrassed to take any actions now. I'm embarrassed to tell any of my friends or family. I am financially stable. Our finances are separate aside from owning a house and cars together. I am tired. I'm lost. I feel trapped. I don't know what to do, and I don't know if I have energy to do anything. I don't have energy to argue with him. I love my kids very much, but I wish I would just disappear. You aren't trapped. Don't be ashamed. You didn't do anything wrong. He is not a nice guy. He is a rapist. You know you need to leave. I'd file a police report and go for sole custody. The fact that you've had multiple conversations and fights about this and he is still doing this to you is a huge red flag. You've set clear boundaries and he doesn't gaff. You are only 3 weeks postpartum. Your body is still healing. And he is putting his self-gratification above your health. That is vile. I truly don't want to hurt your feelings when I say this, so please know that if you were in front of me right now, I'd give you a hug. He doesn't respect you. Please get to a safe place. Oh hun. He's a nice guy, but he sexually assaults me in my sleep. He RPED you. This is not a nice guy. This is a selfish bully who has you so emotionally skewed he somehow gets you thinking this is not abuse. My heart is breaking for you. I feel he crossed the line. He crossed the line the very first time he did this. You're too tied up and exhausted and full of looking through the lens of how you would like it to be rather than the lens of how it actually is. Your fiancé is a rapist. The very first time he broke this secret boundary, you should have walked. This is really serious op. Get help. Tell someone you trust and get you and the children out of there until you work out what happens next. Out of self-respect to yourself, this relationship is now over. Sexual intercourse without consent is rape. You are not safe with this man. It's disgusting that he did this to you just 3 weeks after giving birth. He needs to move out. He didn't touch you. He raped you. Please get some help and escape him. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but his behavior is so sick I want to throw up. If you want to think about what will happen to the kids if you leave this, they will not be living with a rapist. That is all. That's called a rape. Doesn't matter if he's your partner or not, this is rape. So, he been raped you through all those years. Even when you, loud and clear, says, no, to him. That's for me is beyond disgusting. You wish the same thing for her daughter? Please leave that trash of a human. Please, get your child and yourself away from this guy, permanently, and then get some therapy. Your parents are there. If you have a good relationship with them, tell them and ask for their help to get out. He rapes you on a consistent basis. And this last rape has escalated things even further. You and your children are not safe. Please put your safety and the safety of your children above all else. A nice guy does not rape you in your sleep. To add to this, the reason they don't let you have sex for 6 weeks after birth is because your uterus is healing from the trauma of pushing out a baby and the placenta. He's actually putting you at risk and jeopardizing your health by doing this. He's putting you at risk of some serious complications like infections or even hemorrhaging. He is raping you in your sleep. He acknowledges that what he does is wrong and he continues to do it. So he doesn't care that what he's doing is wrong. He doesn't care that you've repeatedly told him not to do this. He doesn't care. He wants what he wants and he is raping you to get it. You need to leave him. Take your children and leave him. Move in with your parents if you can. They will help you. Find an attorney and tell the attorney what he does to you. Go see your OB today and get an exam to make sure you're physically okay. There is a real reason they say no sex after childbirth. Let them know that your husband sexually assaulted you in your sleep without your consent. It will be embarrassing, but you need this to be documented. I know you're tired. You don't need to argue with him. Wait until he's at work at leave. Leave him a note that says, I've told you not to have sex with me when I'm asleep. You know I can't have sex for another 3 weeks. You had sex with me anyways while I was asleep and without my consent. I can't trust you. The kids and I are going to stay with my parents for a while. And then have your parents run interference on visitors and phone calls. Your children will not benefit from you staying with a rapist. It's scary how you say, don't physically hurt me, as a good trait when he just did. Tell your family. Find a therapist ASAP and later a lawyer. His abuse goes further than this event and you know it in the bottom of your heart. He's not a nice guy or a good partner. He's a rapist and you need to leave him. Number 1, stop sleeping in that same bed or room as him. Start planning your escape. Bluntly put, he's raping you. That's enough to leave him. You shouldn't be raising your children with someone who doesn't think he needs consent to have sex with you. For the safety of your children and their future, you need to leave. Do you want them growing up thinking this is okay? This made me feel physically ill. I am so sorry you're experiencing this. I really hope you can find safety for yourself and your child. Ren.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.